Welcome to day one of Strength 30 Days of Tai Chi daily strength training exercises. So remember, you'll be getting a new video every single day, not only your Tai Chi video, but also your strength training video to do alongside your Tai Chi. All right, so in today's video, we're gonna do an exercise called the mini squat. All right, so now what you can do is each day of the program, you can just do the new exercise, and then afterwards, if you like, you can just pick the ones that you like the best. I wouldn't do more than 3 per day to start, and then just do those over time. You can switch them up. So maybe do 3 exercises, your 3 favorite, for a week or 2, and then switch them up. All right, and so remember, if you haven't already, click the link in the description below the video, and then that way you can enroll for free to the full program, where you'll get the full list of exercises, you'll get a downloadable calendar with a direct link to each class. All right, so for today, I'll demonstrate the movement first, called the mini squat, and then we'll do it together. All right, and so the mini squat is done in the standing position. You want to stand with your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. So go to shoulder width apart and then just go a little bit wider, all right? If it feels comfortable for you, you want it to feel stable though. All right, so adjust as needed so that you feel stable, so that you feel a little bit of springiness too. Okay, you don't want to be rigid. All right, so the key to the mini squat is actually the hip hinge. So I'll show you from the side. All right, but first make sure the toes are facing forward or slightly out is okay too. Really just depends on your hips. All right, but I'm going to show you from the side. All right, so for the hip hinge, we want to send the hips back. All right, and so as you do that, notice my chest is coming forward. All right, my knees don't go forward very much, so you don't want to do this. That's how a lot of people squat. You want to get into a new habit of sending your hips back first. That'll protect your knees and your lower back. All right, and you can even hold the arms out for balance if you like. All right, and you don't want to go very low, so just go a little bit. We're just getting this new movement pattern down. All right, so what you can do on your own is about 5 to 10 of those, but just do a few right now and just get the movement down to where you feel comfortable with it. All right, so some key points to remember is you don't want your knees to go past your toes. Okay, so remember, you want your hips to go back. Your chest comes forward, almost like you're gonna sit in a chair. Or some people say, like, if you're holding some, I don't know, like maybe laundry and you wanna close the door, you kind of stick your bottom out there to shut the door. So it's kind of that kind of a motion. All right, so you send your hips back, protecting the knees and the lower back. The other main thing to consider is you don't want your knees to cave in as you come down, all right? So you want to keep your knees in the same direction as your toes. So if your toes are forward, then just keep your knees forward. All right, you can even look down and say, okay, they're tracking right over my toes, so we're good to go, but not past them. All right, and then the other thing is if your feet are out a little bit, which is okay, then your knees should be out a little bit. All right, and that way you have great alignment and that'll protect you over time. All right, so let's do, oh, and breathing too. So what I like to do is I like to breathe in on my way down and then breathe out as I come up. Now you can switch it if you like, as long as you are breathing. That's my only rule, is that you do breathe. All right, so let's do 10 together. Now you might get tired after 3 or 4 or even 5, so just stop when you get tired. It's not a competition. All right, you just want to start to groove this new pattern. All right, so I'm going to do 10 of them. You can do them with me for your exercise of the day, but always stop before if you need to. And also for safety, you might want to have a chair behind you, and that goes for all the exercises. Make sure there's something behind you, or you do this in front of a couch. That way, if you get tired and you lose your balance, you can just sit back into the couch or the chair. All right, so here we go. We'll do 10 repetitions, and I recommend doing up to 10 per day or less if that's where you're at. So always meet yourself where you're at. You can always progress from there. All right, so here we go. Ready? We'll begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can look straight ahead. 6, 7, sending the hips back. 8, keeping the knees over in line with the toes. 9, and then one more, and 10. All right, and there we have the mini squat. So you can do those every day, but if you get sore, take a day off of the strength exercises. You can always go back to them anytime. All right, so these videos will not expire. All right, once again, make sure to register for the full program for free by clicking the link in the video description. That way you'll get a direct link to all the Tai Chi videos and the strength training videos. All right, you'll also get my poem for the day. I created a poem for every day of the program. All right, so you can get that as well as daily motivation. All right, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.